Kehidupan di negara maju seperti Amerika, apa yang selama ini kita bayangkan adalah sebuah kenikmatan duniawi yang begitu tinggi, namun siapa yang menyangka bahwa ternyata kehidupan di sana penuh dengan tekanan mental yang begitu melelahkan. Kelelahan itu bukan karena pekerjaan berat semata, melainkan karena banyak hal yang membuat kehidupan di sana menjadi sangat-sangat kacau.
How is it living in America right now? And I was like, honestly, it's exhausting. It's exhausting waking up to see what kind of tomfuckery went on today in the US of A. I mean, truly, it's like someone's getting murdered. We still don't have the Epstein files. There's always something going on with the government. Like, it's too much. It's too much. And it just, honestly, it's so exhausting. Like, it just makes me want to just truly never leave my house again. Truly never leave my house again. It's just like, wow, this is really, it's exhausting being an American and seeing like, okay, well, what happened today? Like, what awful thing happened today? Like, it's never good news. It's like the perpetual bad news. Every day is bad news. Like, we're just inundated with bad news over, like, when is it gonna get good? You know what I mean?
Living in America right now feels like a punishment. You wake up already behind, you go to work just to stay broke, and you watch the cost of everything rise while your paycheck doesn't move an inch. Groceries are a luxury, rent is robbery, healthcare is a joke, and somehow we're the ones blamed for not budgeting better. People are working 2-3 jobs and still choosing between food or gas. Families are crammed into apartments because buying a house became a fantasy. You can't afford to get sick. You can't afford to rest. You can't afford to exist. But they keep telling us the economy is strong. Strong for who? Because it sure as hell isn't the people doing the work. We're out here treading water while billionaires build rockets, politicians trade stocks, and corporations raise prices just because they can. We were promised opportunity. We got survival. And what makes this worse is watching people blame themselves. Like somehow you failed because you can't afford a 1-bedroom anymore. Like you didn't do enough, when the truth is the math just stopped adding up years ago. They told us to work harder, but never told us they'd change the finish line. This isn't a country full of lazy people. It's a country full of exhausted ones. Simple as that.
Dalam video tersebut, mereka secara jujur mempertanyakan kualitas hidup di Amerika. Ia mengakui bahwa secara materi mungkin negaranya unggul, tetapi secara mental dan emosional, hidup terasa kosong dan melelahkan. Berita pembunuhan, konflik politik, skandal besar yang tak kunjung terungkap, hingga drama pemerintahan yang seolah tak pernah selesai, semuanya membanjiri pikiran tanpa jeda. Dan ketika kita membandingkan dengan Indonesia, tentu perbedaannya sangat besar. Di Indonesia, hidup terasa lebih pelan, manusiawi, dan penuh kehangatan sosial. Perasaan ini semakin kuat ketika pengalaman itu dialami langsung oleh banyak bule Amerika. Banyak bule belajar tentang arti rasa hormat, belajar tentang arti dari kerja keras dan kehangatan yang tulus, di mana hal ini bisa didapatkan hampir di semua tempat di Indonesia termasuk di desa-desa Indonesia. Inilah kontras yang tajam dengan kehidupan barat yang serba cepat, individualistis, dan seringkali dingin secara sosial. Indonesia perlahan mulai menyembuhkan luka mental yang dibawa para bule dari negaranya sendiri.
So we're checking out some of the wild animals in the village. Got a cow here. It's a medium-sized cow. Funny, it's actually shit scared of me and I'm shit scared of it. And then we've got some wildlife here. And this house here at the back is actually their house. And it's absolute crazy that, 3 or 4 people live in a house like that. Incredible, guys. Absolutely incredible. Like, when we think what there is in the Western world to here, guys, I have no idea what it feels like. It actually feels a blessing to be here. And we've got some more chickens here. I've actually got a chicken here that they actually dye them here in Bali when they're born, so the kids can have fun with them and have a play, but it's still the same colour chicken as that. They've just dyed it, so it's an interesting local thing. And we've got a little dog over here, and it's their house. So, guys, come on, appreciate what you got, be kind, and this is an incredible experience, absolutely incredible. 2.5 hours drive this morning. I've come here, I had some lunch, done some giveaways and stuff like that. Given back a little bit, and then we're going to go back later on tonight. So exciting.
Let me tell you some things about Indonesia. Indonesia is a country with a very weak currency. So when you come to Indonesia, you are going to be a multi-millionaire pretty much instantly. All right? Obviously, everything is relative. But I'll tell you one thing about Indonesians. They are very nice, soft, hospitable, hard-working people. Okay? Do not be rude and arrogant when you come here, because you will feel quite wealthy when you come to this country. And things here are very affordable. Okay? Even when you get prices in the marketplace, a lot of the time when you calculate that, it's already quite cheap. So if you're going to bargain with these people, depending on the product, don't bargain too hard. Work it out in your own currency, and if it's already quite cheap, just bargain a little bit. Okay? But I'll tell you something, these people, they work extremely hard. There is no difference between them and you or me. Okay? So never ever travel and think you're better than anyone. Traveling should actually open your eyes up to the world and make you more humble, because you will very quickly realize when you travel that a lot of you are wealthier than 90% of the world, okay? But always be respectful when you're traveling to another country. Don't ever be arrogant, even because if you have a lot of money in another country, you may feel like you can walk around with your chest up, your nose up. Don't do that, okay? These people are the same as you and me, that were just unfortunate enough to be born maybe in a village, and you were born in the first world, for example. If not, and you are actually from Indonesia or from a poorer country in the village, all my respect and love to you guys, and I pray that your situation always gets better and that you always remain happy and grateful for the blessings that you do have, and I pray that Allah gives you more and more and more. Amin.
Dan tidak sampai di situ saja. Bagi sebagian bule, penyelamatan mental di Indonesia tidak berhenti pada aspek sosial dan budaya, tetapi mencapai level yang lebih dalam, yaitu spiritual. Hal ini diungkapkan oleh salah seorang bule, di mana ia sangat bersyukur bisa hidup di negara Indonesia.
This is my favorite thing about living in a Muslim country as a Muslim revert, and it's the fact that I can literally walk out of my house, go to this mosque behind me, and pray 5 times a day. You don't get to experience this in the West, and alhamdulillah, it is the best feeling ever, working on my laptop, hearing the adhan go off, and then literally just being able to walk 5 minutes ago pray in a mosque. And it blows my mind when I hear Muslims in Muslim countries wanting to go to the West, and I can tell you, from someone who's lived in the West, you don't want to go there. It's so much better in these Muslim countries, alhamdulillah.
Bisa terlihat dalam video, Diirnya begitu tenang ketika berada di Indonesia. Bahkan ia mengaku heran mengapa banyak orang dari negara Muslim justru ingin pindah ke Barat. Dari pengalamannya, hidup di negara Muslim jauh lebih baik, bukan hanya soal agama, tetapi soal kualitas hidup secara keseluruhan. Ada kedamaian, keseimbangan, dan rasa keterhubungan yang sulit dijelaskan dengan logika Barat. Indonesia, dalam konteks ini, bukan sekadar tempat tinggal atau destinasi wisata. Ia menjadi ruang pemulihan mental dan spiritual. Dari tekanan hidup Amerika yang penuh kabar buruk, menuju Indonesia yang menawarkan ketenangan, kesederhanaan, dan makna hidup. Tak heran jika semakin banyak bule akhirnya berani mengakui satu hal jujur, kalau hidup di Indonesia jauh lebih baik daripada di Amerika.